Alright, let's see what we get out of this common. Alright, I see an epic. What is it? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Fuck this game. What's up, everybody? I'm sorry if my voice doesn't sound the greatest. I'm a little bit under the weather, and it's only the beginning of whatever I have, so like it's only gonna get worse from here. That's why I want to do a video now before I get to the point where I can't talk at all. So let's get into the news. The first piece of news is for the Nintendo Switch, and it's very good news, especially for people that actually want the Nintendo Switch. There was reports about a month and a half ago from Laura Kate Dale, the same person that's been in my last few Nintendo videos about the Switch, that she had reports that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild might actually miss the launch of the Nintendo Switch, which would have been a bad thing. Like, it wouldn't have killed the Switch, but it definitely would not have helped it, because like, as far as I know, that's the only new game that's coming at the launch. Everything else is either coming after launch or is a Wii U port. Like Splatoon is coming, but it's the same Splatoon. It's not Splatoon 2. I mean, it'll have new features with like guns or whatever they use, like character customization and stuff like that, which is fine, but it's not a new game. Mario Kart 8 is coming, but that was on the Wii U, and it's even worse with Mario Kart 8 because as far as I know, it's just new characters. Like Boo or King Boo is supposed to be coming. So like, it's not that great of a lineup. The only thing that made it great was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So when we heard reports that, and from a trusted source like Laura Kate Dale, that was bad news. Like, it was not great. And I'm sorry about my voice. I've been trying to do this video, but like I said, I'm sick, so like it's really affected me. But now this new news that it actually will be coming to the launch of the Switch is very good. I'm super excited. I haven't really ever been excited for a Legend of Zelda game. I'm not that type of player. I'm a Call of Duty player, but with Call of Duty feeling like it's fading out, like it's the end, that sooner, maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but in 3 or 4 years we might not get another Call of Duty. I've realized that I need to find something else that makes me happy and something else that I like to play every day, not just every once in a while. And Legend of Zelda might be that game. I don't know. It's definitely newer. It's definitely different from every other Zelda I've ever seen. So that makes me, I guess, want to play it more. It kind of reminds me of, like, I guess, Nintendo's version of The Witcher. And I like The Witcher. I actually haven't beaten it yet, but I like The Witcher 3, and this is like Nintendo's version. I don't know. But the other piece of news that I want to talk about is Xbox Scorpio. And I am super excited about this, but I think when people hear about this news, they take it with too much hope. Like, okay, what I'm talking about is Windows 10 game mode. And there's reports it's coming to Scorpio. It helps with performance by not like super gains of performance, just a little bit of performance. What it does is, on PC, it takes your computer's resources and gives most of it to the game, and then keeps a little bit left over to keep the operating system running, keep things running that need to be running. Like, so like, it's almost like it optimizes a PC like a console. That's what developers do. They take every last resource to get every last little bit out of a console. That's why even though the specs of the Xbox One are not great at all. Like if you were to build it in a PC, it would be really, really bad, especially in this day and age. But because it's one set of hardware, they can really optimize for it. And that's kind of what this does. It's not like that, but like gives PC a little more optimization. Apparently this is also supposed to help the Scorpio. I don't know how much it actually will help the Scorpio, but anything is better than nothing. And I think this will help with 4K. Just the resources will be managed better for 4K. And probably will only be like 2 or 3% performance gains, but 2-3% might be the difference between getting close to 4K and running it at 4K, but you lose a couple frames, to, oh, it's running at 4K and it's a locked 30 frames per second, because that's what Xbox Scorpio is going to be shooting for. Like, there's going to be games like Call of Duty that optimize their game to run at 60 frames per second, but don't have the greatest textures. It's not the greatest looking game. It looks good, but compared to Battlefield, it's not the greatest. And then Battlefield will take full advantage and figure out a way to make a game look beautiful and stay at 60 frames per second. This little performance gain is probably only going to help the Scorpio keep a level frame rate instead of dropping frames, which I hope it can do for the Xbox One base system, because there's a lot of games that run alright, but they're like 27 frames per second most of the time, and that little performance might just keep it at a locked 30, and that's what I'm hoping for. But they haven't said anything about it actually helping the Xbox One, or if it's even coming to the Scorpio in the first place. It's for Windows 10 PC, but because Windows 10 PC games with Microsoft through the UWP, Universal Windows Platform, it kind of should be able to be ported over to the Xbox Scorpio. And from this report, 95% of the code will not have to change going from the PC to Scorpio. So it's not like developers are going to have to take a lot of their resources and manpower to actually get this feature on their game. But speaking of games actually supporting this feature, how many of the games are actually going to support this feature? Are they just Microsoft exclusives? Are they every Xbox game? Or are they just Xbox game that also have a PC version through the Windows Store? Like, we don't know that yet, and it kind of bums me out, because if it's just games that are going to be on the Windows Store on PC, but also you can play it on Xbox, that's like a percentage of the games. Like, maybe not even a percentage of the games. Like, half of the percentage of the games are actually on the Windows Store. So, like Forza Horizon 3 and Tomb Raider and those type of games, yeah, they'll see the benefit, but the rest of the games that we all play won't see the benefit. And that bums me out, because it should be for every Xbox game, but it probably isn't, knowing Microsoft, because with the whole Play Anywhere, when I first heard about it, I thought it was every Xbox game. I was going to be able to play any Xbox game I bought on my PC, and vice versa. But that's not what it was. It wasn't even every Microsoft exclusive. It was just a certain part of the exclusives. The one they picked. Like, we didn't get Halo 5 because that's an exclusive to Microsoft, but it's not on PC. I mean, they got Forge on PC, but it's not the entire game. And that's what pisses me off, because I don't believe that Microsoft is going to have this feature for every game. It's just going to be for certain games that are also on the Windows 10 store. So, like, it just pisses me off, and I don't know, guys. But I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I won't have this horrible illness or whatever this is that's causing my throat to want to get ripped out of my body. But I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.